Okay, just a minute. We're starting soon. Just a minute. Like just trying to share this so that probably we can get just a few people joining, so we can learn something. Just a minute. Today we're not talking about football, and yeah, like you may have seen the banner there. As it's just a few lessons that we can pick from what what I'm doing. Okay, so today we're going to talk just about how you can do your poultry, how you can make money from your backyard. Okay, so we're talking about rearing chickens. Okay, a few things that are needed that you need to know. Okay, like I'm not an expert in this field, but we'll try as much as possible to share the little information that we know. So if you also feel like you know something or anything, you can get talking to us through the comments or join the live video that we're broadcasting. Okay, so the first thing that we do when it comes to rearing chickens to ensure that you prepare the place where you are going to start rearing chickens from. Of course, that's to be a poultry or some place where you have enough room, enough ventilation. Ventilation is important in the sense that if your beds are not in a place that is well ventilated, the chances are that the birds may start dying prematurely before they are ready for sale. Okay, so the first thing that we do is to ensure that the room is disinfected, which we've done. Like you may have to show you later on. We did disinfect, and then after disinfecting, the room has to be prepared. Now, how do you prepare the room? The first is to ensure that you have sawdust, like the bags you are seeing here is full of sawdust. So we're going to apply that in here so that the room is ready to receive or to host the beds that will come in. The sawdust, we use the sawdust so that they're able to capture the moisture that comes from droppings for chickens and everything. Sorry, today I'm using a mask because this room was recently disinfected. Okay, so you may have to bear with me on that. Okay, so when you apply the sawdust, the whole purpose is to ensure that your room is able to capture that moisture that comes from the droppings of the chickens. Because if you don't, the room will easily get dirty, and your beds will get dirty as well. And that will mean that you're putting your beds at risk of contracting diseases. Okay, but sawdust works perfectly well. But again, it's not supposed to stay there for quite a long time. Okay, maybe you may have seen this whereby you go to buy beds or your chickens, live chickens. The same people selling at the same place, others their beds are dirty, then others their beds are looking okay. Okay, it goes to tell you that these beds were brought up in different environments. Like I'm saying, if you're going to change your sawdust in time before they get too much of chicken droppings, it means that your beds will be okay. They'll be white because people like to buy something that is clean and coming from a clean environment. Okay, so that's the advantage. Okay, so yes, after we do that, we're going to put these wires. They're hanging from the roof there. The purpose of these wires is to hold the feeders. Okay, so these are the feeders that these wires are going to hold. Why we're doing that? Why not just put these feeders on the floor and then the birds will eat from there? No. the whole point is that when you put them on the floor, or you put them, say, on the brick or anything else, when the birds are eating, sometimes they push this, and if they do that, then your feed will be on the floor. When feed is on the floor, the birds are not going to eat that feed. Okay? They don't eat from the floor. They are quite smart. So that means it will be a loss to you, because you'll be losing money. Feed costs money. Okay? The cheapest you can buy at the moment is close to 500 kwacha per 50 bag of feed. So you would want to ensure that the little money that you are spending on feed goes to good use, is put to good use, in terms of the birds eating the feed that you give them. Because remember, there's a lot of math involved in this business. You have to ensure that you use feed accordingly, so that you don't if you use too much feed, you'll be spending a lot of money, and in the end your profit margin will reduce drastically. You may find that the business to you doesn't look profitable. You may have heard stories of people who started rearing chickens, and now it's, no, I'm putting in too much, whatever I'm getting in is not worth it, and they've stopped. And now you have others who have succeeded, and they're doing fine, and they're rearing a lot of birds. Okay, so probably in terms of how you can maximize on profit and everything, it starts from there. You have to ensure that you are cost conscious of whatever you are spending. Actually, there are even more better ways of feeding birds, apart from using the common feeders, or the feeders that we normally use locally here. Okay, but some of the methods, they need a lot of things to put up. But if you're just starting, these are the easiest you can do to set up. Okay, so with these wires, you can tie them and ensure that the distance from the floor is within reach for birds to eat. Because again, if you're going to put your feeders down, way down, where the birds can eat, even if they are just seated, then the birds won't grow very well. Okay, these birds can be inactive, and that's not good for birds again. So you need them to, at least when they're trying to eat, they are stretching, they're able to move, and all that. The room has to be spacious for the birds to move and stretch. Okay, so the same principle, we can say it also applies to where you are putting the feeders for water. Okay, the drinkers, sorry. So the drinkers, you may not hang them with the wires, but you have to ensure that you place them slightly higher from the ground, so that the birds have to stand when they are drinking and everything. And when where you are placing the drinkers, again, the place has to be some sort of stable. The surface has to be flat, so that these drinkers doesn't drop and spill the water in poultry. Too much moisture isn't good for your poultry. So very soon we're starting to put the sawdust, and then from there we're going to wait 2 days to bring in the birds, so that at least everything will have settled. Okay, so this is what we're going to be sharing from time to time. Apart from the usual soccer show that, of course, the league is on recess, but there are a lot of news coming in terms of transfers and everything. We'll talk about that some other time. Interesting news for Zambian players, Zambian soccer fans, and those who follow the English Premier League and other leagues across the world, especially in Europe. We'll compile a show for that, maybe this week or anytime soon. So what I wanted to share with you about chicken rearing from the urban farm. Okay, you can do this as well, but you need to have space. You need to have the will to do this. Okay, it takes a lot of work. it's involving, okay, but you need to be prepared to handle the pressure. It's not easy, yes, but it's beneficial. You in the end you get to benefit a lot if you do the right thing. Okay, so see you next time. If you have questions, anything, let me know from the comments. We get interacting and learning. Of course, we grow together. Bye.